archaeologists, I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome. Ooh, hello, Craig. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having a can of Wormholes adventure. These, I don't know if they're strange hours, but like, I've been having a strange day, and this sort of counts. Let me show you what this game's all about, shall I? So, I'm tempted to start a new game just to, one, see the beginning of the game, and two, sort of show what it's all about. So I'm going to do that. We can always delete it. Also, I'm curious about this intro because it was very strange to me. There we go. We sort of see... Well, let's call it a worm, shall we? Yeah, going down a series of tubes. And there's a baseball stuck in that tube. So we can't go that way, we have to go the other way. Black, blue, red, yellow, orange, cyan. Down. Into this mysterious place, which I have found. So yeah, I should have been streaming a few hours ago, you know, a big RPG or something. I mean, I've been meaning to play God of War, but I've just been a bit out of sorts today. A part of that was because I had a tiny bit of a hangover, because we're now drinking. This is our can. I don't know what those pellets do, but it's going to turn into a can of wormholes, so I guess... that's where we get them from. I'm not going to skip the intro. I'm specifically here to look at the intro. And now we are a can. And you can see we're controlling it because it's got a bit of an antenna go. Hopefully, so I put an offer in for the house. They've accepted my offer. Let's break this glass. But my financial advisor was on holiday or something. I can launch a wormhole by pressing A, and I can donk them like that. Just, there you go. So many wormholes. See if we can get this worm with this wormhole. There you go. Now we have a worm attached to us. Oh, he's gone again. He's turned us. He was nice enough to turn us, though. Let's try and get through here. No? What about here? Ah! Put the battery in. Open the door, lovely. Oh, the worm tree. I don't know what that diagram means, but it's something to do with worms and trees. See, we could have come from that one. And here we go. These are our first puzzles. There we go, the worm was nice enough to turn me again. I can launch this wormhole into here. So this is a very strange intro to a game. It makes a lot more sense this time, but only a little bit. So now, we are this worm here. So this works a bit like Sokoban, or it works a bit like Snake, I guess. Insofar as, let's press this. We can move this person around by pressing left, right, up, down. In fact, one of the features of this game is that you can press this gain insight button here, and you'll be forced to find a solution. And so I can just sort of copy that solution if I really want to. And there we go. We're trying to just sort of plug ourselves in these holes. Then the worm juice, the wormhole juice, can be put into this rocket here. We can launch the rocket, or we put the can into the rocket. We load the rocket with the rocket fuel. Okay, it's too heavy. Oh, but we have to leave the worm behind. Sorry, worm. So I will say this makes a lot more sense the second time around. Why is it... We'll do that. It sent us to an earlier stage. And there's a picture of a bird being fed worms, of course. Yeah. Thank you for getting the reference. This seems to be where we started. So most of the levels. So there's this overworld and there's these worlds. So you send those up, and we're trying to get those H's. But again, every single level has a little bit of insight. So you can probably guess the insight to this one, but the insight is that you can actually step off. As long as there's a part of you on the platform, you can still... So if we gain insight, it will do the same thing. See, you can always get across, like so. And pour the worm juice on, we'll grab the H. Put it in our tin. So, every single level has a slightly new idea. So in this one, because I know all the answers, I've got wrong. This one we're going to want to approach like this, and we can reverse. Is there a bit of insight? So like here, if we press backwards, it will reverse because of just the way the worm works. So if you put yourself on a straight line, instead of conforming, so if we restart, if I press back now, it'll bend because it will conform like that. But if it's in a straight line, it'll always just go straight. I really should jump to the other save game at this point though. Because actually we'll just gain insight. What's the insight of this? So I'm reversing again, but that allows me, because we can reverse out, we can reverse in like that. So the game wants us to reverse out, but we don't need to do that now because we've already done this level. See if I can get a few more examples though. See, preemptively new. Alright, let's have a look at the inside. Oh yeah, so if you get... The insight is if you can get your tail to point downwards. Like so. Then if you back up, it's going to go in a straight line, and we can turn ourselves around and get to the end there. So the series of rules are always technically in place, you just don't see them until you interact with them, which is the Steven Sausage Roll school of puzzle games. I'm sure lots of games do that, but... So, it's snake, so you pick up pellets, you get bigger. But of course we can't solve the puzzle like this because we're too big. So you need to make sure only to eat the right amount of snakes. See, that wasn't enough. And if we look at the insight, see 2 snakes, we get longer. And there's a bonus insight there. No. I think I've eaten too many. I didn't, that was perfect. Of course we can launch it over. What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, so these ones are pretty weird. So you can't go there. I tell you what though. You can also launch the can, I believe. It's not really taught me that yet. I'm just seeing if there's any like lots of quick ones I can do to show. Let's have a look at the insight. So we can move them with our tail. Yeah, and the thing about how it works is because his tail extends, you can't get out. It's probably a solution to this puzzle. I've solved it already. It's definitely isn't the solution because it makes us too big. That still makes us too big by one. So what does the inside say? Yeah, it wants us to back up like that. But I can't do that from that direction. We need to be one longer for that to work. So it's kind of unique insofar as it gives you the answers essentially, but I can tell you that later on that's not really an issue. Okay, we'll go a little bit longer for this episode as well because I've been retreading old ground. Alright. We're going to load our actual game, which is here. So, at a certain point in the game comes a revelation. See if we can find the correct room. So eventually you find passageway to a second section, second set of levels. And you get access to this computer. So you try and go to the computer. And let's reset it. So we were there. So if we look at it, those are the two levels. So you can't see my cursor on my screen, but let's say we started there and we started moving along like so. So eventually you can see how the yellow is connected to the blue. I went down there and I completed all the yellow areas. That's how I got access to. In fact, let's leave this. We'll have a look at the map. So you'll see there. So right now, I've completed all the grey levels. So I've completed all the T ones. Haven't finished all the H ones. They get quite difficult, to be honest. So we'll have a quick look. Hang on, we can also fast travel. So you can see we can access through these tubes here. Gotta wait for the worms to form. Or fast travel. Where were we? Yeah, so you see I've unlocked this door. But I haven't unlocked this door here. But it turns out I don't actually have to unlock this door here if I don't want to. I've only got 10, I need to complete 4 more levels. But if I go here, if I really want to play those levels, you can actually do this. And if I leave now, well, we'll walk this time. You'll see the levels change the orientation because we're actually in giant worms. That's what we saw in the intro. So now I can go over here and access levels I shouldn't be able to access yet. And if I go there, I can't. There's that door. So now I've. Now let's try these new levels. I don't want to do this one. That was the wrong one. I want to do this one. Probably going to be beyond me. Where's the There's a button to make the world flat. There it is. Is this all one level? Where's the Where's the? How do I get in? Maybe it is just that then. So, lots more insight now. Like, if I do this, you can actually swallow them. Swallow the beans you can. I'm not sure that's a great idea, but it's a thing you can do. And I've trapped myself. That's interesting. So I try and do the levels without the extra insight. So yeah, I guess the insight is that obviously this is too big for me now. Let's want to have a look at them. Maybe we can do one of them, but doing them in them order, in stage order, seems to be important. The other thing you need to do is, you can move this out of the way. We can shift these down, but obviously, where do we go in this? Yeah, it seems like it's impossible. We need to fill all the holes, it looks like. So, how would you do this? Okay, there we go. So now, something like that, okay. Yeah, how do you get that across? I might need the inside for this one. Because it would just fall down. And if you do that, it actually makes a little floor that you can go on. But, let's exit the stage. Oh, look, a battery. I would actually like to solve a puzzle in this level, rather than just do an overview, but... How can I spin that one? Ooh. I'm gonna assume that stands for Red Hot Peppered Cults. Okay, you know what? We're gonna... I kind of want to look into other places over here as well. Looks like I'm going to need to get rid of blue. Let's just do that. Didn't really need to do that. That'll do. Try and solve the actual puzzles that I've been meaning to actually solve. So I believe, yeah, we need to be one longer, but if we eat that food, we'll be too long. So the answer is already clear, which is we need to push this. But how does one push? Because if I eat it like that... So if we go into the insight... See, this is one I've been stuck on. Oh, I see. I now know what the YMCA stands for. So this bit of insight... So, if there is no room for the snake to expand... It'll hold in its mouth instead. And then it will expand once you turn. But I actually haven't been able to solve... So it's the same problem. I need to be able to nudge this one to the left. So you need to be in a scenario where your head and tail are going to face a body part. But I don't know how to create that scenario. Actually, no, I guess not your head. You just need the tail to have nowhere to go. So I need the tail to do like a little twist right at the end. So it needs to be pointing. It needs to be just about one step away from pointing from it. So one step away from pointing in it. Just as you desire to pick it up. That's not pointing to it, is it? Okay, so I need to walk away like that. There you go. But then he eats it. Oh wow! Haha! I found something out new. You can eat your own tail. Oh, cool. I've been meaning to... Oh. Stranger of Paradise is on offer. I may want to consider buying that. I've been meaning to play that. Well, this is funny. It's not what I wanted, though. Oh, I see. Still, that sort of indicates that it exists somewhere. Oh, so why don't count as an empty space? So I can't immediately walk. How do I walk anywhere else? Okay, so if I leave room to escape, then there's not enough room to... Because then, tail won't still be conforming. Oh, I don't know what to do. World of Final Fantasy is on the list, yes, and I already own that, but I'll play Maxima. I'll find Maxima. Kingdom Hearts, no, because I've gone through them all before. Maybe again in the future. Like if they announce, if Kingdom Hearts 4 is about to come out, then I'll consider doing them again on stream. But like, I've recorded them and put them on my YouTube channels. They're quite early games, but... Oh, hang on. Oh, I can reverse. Hang on, let's see if reversing does it.